Hi, this is KV, and look, you get to meet my dog. Let me see if I can get her to say hello. This is Moon Bear. And this is a great treat that you get to meet the Moon Bee. I know it. I know it. You're going to be famous, Moon Bear. Let's just enjoy this moment. I hope you can see her. I hope it's low enough to see my baby. Okay, so maybe she's gonna stay with me. That would be really unusual. This is my doggie who has wolf in her, so even laying on me like this is kind of unusual. And kisses too. Oh, okay, so hi, this is the moon phase report I'm going to start with Scorpio because my friend said I always do it like last, so we're going to start with Scorpio. Okay, let's see what's going on then. Okay. Alright, so you are going to be, there's something, okay, so you're kind of focused on some traveling kind of stuff and expanding your life and, oh, wait a minute. So this one's going to be a joke. But I got to get my baby on film, so I have to go with it. So, okay, so you're actually, okay, scratch everything I just said. You are going to be very much kind of focused right now on kind of doing some inner work and peeling back some layers, but really kind of seeing where you're sabotaging yourself from the thoughts that you're using that are kind of really deeply embedded in there. And there's possibly going to be something to do with them that is values related too. So it's like something's needing an upgrading in your life so that you can completely be manifesting all the things that are really appropriate for you right now. So the energy right now is going to be very much about you know, really kind of going back and seeing like what you keep saying that is manifesting stuff that you don't want in your life. And for you, it's going to be something that is kind of deeply embedded. It could be something that even like started, I don't know, picked it up from someone. There's something about the other in this equation right now. So something about you've picked up something from someone around you. It can be partner, it can be, you know, even a parent, but something where you are now taking on this vibration, and it's most likely a thought-based thing, and it's kind of defeating your growth out there. This could have something to do with money because it's going to be in the money house. So actually I know this for a fact. It could be that you are just kind of saying something like, I never have money. I never have money. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. So maybe even like not saying that one anymore. You know, really kind of like, even if you don't have money, say that you do. You know, like I always joke how I think I'm like the luckiest person in the world. Like I'll have like 1,000 in the bank and I'm like, I'm rich. You know, like to me, I'm like, that's plenty. You know, as long as I have home, good high quality food for me, for the babies, you know, like I'm like, I don't need anything else. So, you know, it could just be something with a thought process that's defeating you from fully attracting this money flow. So even, I didn't start off thinking I would go in that direction, but I'm really feeling like that's it. It's the money thing. It's something money. It's something of the way you've been treating money, talking about money, some kind of a negative energetic is surrounding money. And it just needs to be kind of transformed, and by you just even kind of switching up like the way you talk about what you do have, whether it's money or whatever, just feeling more abundant, feeling more like you do have everything you need. And even if you really don't, just saying it right now is really important. And oh, that's kind of funny too. So there's going to be a particular area in your chart that is going to kind of help you and open you up to where the self-defeating kind of thought process thing is, and it's coming from friends, which is kind of funny because the person I'm doing this from is who I'm kind of thinking of right now, and you know how I was like, I have to do hers first. And so your friends are the ones that are going to kind of open this up to you. They can be the ones, it can be even in a group situation, so maybe even you are involved in a group and you're just hearing how there's scarcity talk going on or something. So somehow the group is going to come in to kind of unveil where this wrong way of thinking is. And when you do face it, what's so cool about the energies of right now is all you have to do is face it and really look at it and be honest, and then make the decision to like reword it in certain ways. And because of the power of this full moon eclipse, like whatever you are changing right now is going to bring more freedom. So it's going to bring, you know, even opportunities to move, opportunities to travel, opportunities to expand your life in any way, are all hanging on you figuring out what kind of self-defeating things that you or a partner are saying. If it's, you know, partner, like I said, you're just taking that on and now you're manifesting these things that you don't want either. So, but by doing this, by you, the freedom coming can bring in so much more money. It's kind of like you'll be able to bust through the barrier that is keeping it away. So it's really important if that's something that's ringing with you. There can also be the something to do with sex. Something to do with sensuality, you know, and that just made me think too of something with herpes. And I'm not saying this is anything, it just came to my mind, but like sexually transmitted diseases, so many of them are created because of these thoughts of I'm not worthy, guilt, like sexual guilt, like feeling bad about the thoughts you have, or you want to come back? Come here. No, to bed. Yeah, so the thoughts that someone who's like, you know, has like these guilty feelings with sexually expressing themselves are the ones who are more likely to get a sexually transmitted disease because of the guilt, because of like the thinking bad thoughts of your own sexuality, because someone has done something or said something to you to make you kind of shut it down, think something's bad about it, not feel like you should be free to express it. So if there's something like that, the thought could also be something that is sexually based. So it can be something that's like money based, sexually based. It can be something that you just discover when you do a little bit of inner work, like it's a couple layers down of, oh my gosh, I've always said that. And I didn't realize that that's, you know, that's the culprit of what is holding me back. So there's going to be something like that that will carry a certain kind of aha about it. It is masked because Neptune is coming into it, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to see. It's not like you're going to just get it that quickly. So it will take a little time to kind of think. And this is a full moon, so it's like, you know, there's weeks to do this with this energy. But yeah, there's just some faulty working thing going on there. And once you do find it, and once you do just reword it in, you know, high vibrating, loving kind of way, like everything is going to change. It's all hanging on that wrongly worded thought. And, you know, I am having like all these examples come to me like with my life changing. And I had one with money like that where I just, you know, because I always worried about money. I always, you know, because this is the other, it can have something to do with like your portion, my portion. There's definitely boundaries being drawn of you need to pay this much, I need to pay this much. We need to keep them more with a boundary. And I would have it, speaking of this, where I would be like, okay, all right, you know, it's like if we're all bought things and we're putting our money in, I was going to be the one who would be like, wait, I paid $2 more than you, or I wouldn't really be that ridiculous, but I would. In my mind, I was always aware of that. Always like, how much did you pay? How much do I still owe? How much da-da-da? Was this fair? Like, I would really like be kind of, very limiting with my money, kind of thoughts like that. And something just at some point switched in me, and like I don't even think about money anymore. I don't even give it like one single thought. I just think that it's always going to be there for me. I just feel like I have an endless hookup to it, and if I need it, it will show up. And so, you know, that could be the way that this thought change needs to go, of just like knowing there's plenty of money in the world. There's not a shortage of it. There really isn't. But if you believe it is, then you're just always going to see that there is a shortage of it. So use this full moon, focus on any kind of inner work things, like if you need to get real and look in the mirror about something. It could be that. It could be something with a partner, with making boundaries, your stuff, my stuff. Just really making the time to define it, you know, like living in a roommate situation where you say, okay, you take care of that, I take care of this. You take care of that, I take care of this. Kind of coming to an understanding on that to bring more freedom into your life. So it's going to be relationship, our sex, our money, value too. So if you're not really valuing yourself and not putting as high as standards on what you really do deserve, that could be coming up to you. And I would bargain for you guys, look for the insight or inspiration to come through friends or through a group or through something where you could be witnessing another person talking about it and you'll just totally resonate. So that could be where the group factor would come in, where someone's kind of, and you're like, oh, I do that. So it might even be like you do it, so you're disgusted by it, like, oh, how could you? You know, you'll see right through the mistake they're making by doing it. So that's how you could learn it. Or it could just be somebody says something and you totally resonate in a good way of like, oh yeah, I totally do that. Oh my gosh, I should, you know, learn from that person. So this is going to be kind of a psychological inner working tweakings time of something that just has got to go. And it needs to be transformed with something more honoring, more high vibrating, more valuing of you, knowing that you can have whatever you want and no more limits on what you think you can have. Anything, you know, it's anything. So might as well make it a good thing. So, okay. Let's see if there is anything else I wanted to... Okay. You know, what's cool too is that this is also something that's kind of keeping you from feeling as happy. There's more like some stress tied into this wrong thinking too. So just know that that'll be one of the freedom things coming in. Not only will the gate open to having more freedom in your life, but it will also come through feeling more happy, more joy, and also more creative, because it'll ride on the tail of that. So it can also, this thing can open your creativity. So it almost feels like it is some kind of burden thing that you've been hanging on to and holding on to, and it's now like you've got to speak it. You know, this will just give you the energy of, I need to da, you know, something where you've been like, well, I know I need to talk about that, but I'm not going to talk about it yet. So that'll be big, because this is Gemini, so I really should throw that facet in there, that aspect of it in there. Okay, let's let that be the full moon, and I will see you in 2 weeks with the new moon, June 8th, with the new moon coming in Gemini. So even think about that too. So right now, maybe you're just seeing what you need to let go of, what you need to communicate to open up these gates of freedom. And if you are still feeling like it's just not the right time, this could still just be a seed planting time, where at least you're seeing it and you're able to name it. Come the new moon, we're going to have it in Gemini. It's still going to be in the same area, but now you'll really be able to have the clarity and have them hear it. So you can say it now. If it comes up, then go for it. But if it does not, or if you still can't figure out what this is that is kind of holding you back, then come the new moon, it'll definitely be gates open time, and time to talk, and time to get this out, and time to get rid of this debt, because it's probably debt related too. So you'll be able to wipe out that debt then. Okay, you have a beautiful full moon. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.